People seemed very excited about Valve's Steam Deck when it was announced, a handheld PC that looks like it borrows from the Nintendo Switch in terms of form factor and some of the ideas behind it, but a gaming PC inside. Who wouldn't want to get hold of one of those? Well, it turns out there may be a bit of confusion over how many titles in your Steam library the Steam Deck will actually run. But before we get too deep into the weeds here, it's important to note that the Steam Deck might be a portable gaming PC, but it's also running using software called Proton. Now, Valve has worked closely with code weavers to co-develop Proton, which is a compatibility layer that helps games run nicely on the Steam Deck, and this is because the main operating system itself is Linux-based. Speaking on the Boiling Steam podcast and reported by RockPaperShotgun.com, the president of Codeweavers, James Ramey, has suggested that people might be getting things a little confused as to how many games will actually work. It's a fair assumption perhaps, but it does seem people are expecting their Steam console, so to speak, to run all their Steam games right away. But this seems as though it may actually not be the case. The confusion stems from an interview with Valve's Pierre-Luc Griffet, who told IGN.com that the system could essentially run the latest games without problem, adding that the team at Valve hadn't found anything it couldn't yet handle. There are currently over 16,000 supported games that run via Proton on Steam, but Ramey has suggested that the original comments were referring to the power of the Steam Deck, not the compatibility. I don't necessarily think he was referencing supporting that game in Proton. I think he was referencing that the device has the horsepower, the video graphics, the RAM, the hard drive space to support any game out there, he said. The suggestion then is that Valve could be tweaking Proton themselves, as Codeweavers isn't part of the Steam Deck development itself. But for now it does seem a bit like we'll have to watch this space and see how many games are going to run on it. For more on this story and for what's new and what's next, head to NME.com.